Hi, Doug Kaufman here with another Hope 360 moment titled Automatic. I want to tell you a little story about my son. My youngest son just turned 7 this summer, and I thought, well, it's about time that he helps his other 3 brothers out in cutting the grass for their chores. And so they divide the yard up into fourths, and they each cut the grass. So I'm out there showing my son how to operate the lawnmower and supervising him, and he's doing really well. He's taken a couple passes, and he says, can I go in and get a drink of water? He was hot, and I said, sure. So he went in and got a drink of water, and while he was in there, I just thought, well, I'll do some of it for him. So I took a couple passes through the yard, and as I was doing it, I don't use the self-propelled. The boys use it because it's easier. It's too heavy for them to push. But I can push it faster than I can when I have the self-propelled on it. It goes slower. And I got to thinking about other things that were automatic in my life, and one of them was automatic van doors. We used to have this van with doors that had the automatic, buttons on there that you could push them and they would automatically close and open. And so it was almost like a comedy routine. A lot of times the boys would get in, they'd push the button. I wasn't sure if they pushed the button or not, so I'd push it up front and it would open, and then they'd push it again, and we'd say, okay, wait a minute, and the doors would be going back and forth. And so every time we got in the van, I'd tell the boys, I hate these van doors. I wish they just did not have the automatic option. And so it made me think about my relationship and my devotions with God. I'm glad that that's not automatic. I'm glad that God didn't just say, hey, you're all good and it's all going to be automatic, and I'm going to make you like robots and you're going to follow me. It makes me think of a day recently when I got up at 5 o'clock in the morning. It ends up being 3 o'clock in the afternoon before I realized I didn't do my devotions. And at that point, I thought, wow, I got to just shut everything aside here and push everything aside and do my devotions. And times like that where it doesn't come easy, or even getting up early to do them, seems like it's when I get the most out of it, when it's not an automatic thing. And it seems like I appreciate it more. And sometimes when things come easy, we don't appreciate them. For example, we go back to the story of my son cutting the yard. He looked back on that, and he worked hard, and we looked at the lawn after it was done. He's like, wow, I did a pretty good job. And so he appreciated it, although it was hard work. And sometimes to keep our relationship with God, it is hard work, or it's a discipline, but it's definitely well worth it. So I hope that encourages you today. Thanks for listening.